Awesome. So now you have your ebook pretty much ready to go. One other thing that you need to do to make sure that it's user friendly, it's readable, and it just helps people navigate through that book properly is to format your ebook. This is going to ensure that your readers are able to read the book, they're able to navigate through the chapters and everything looks nice and well structured for your customer, okay? Okay, so I've actually gone ahead and I've formatted that ebook, guys, and I've actually added a few topics there, such as diet recipes, raw food diet recipes that you can actually feed your dogs, because that was actually missing. So you have to be a little bit creative as well, because ChatGPT is going to give you some ideas, but you need to actually go in and read it and try to make sure that it actually makes sense for your readers as well. Okay, don't just copy and paste everything. You want to make sure you go and actually format some of the things that we've actually put together. So you can see I've actually gone ahead and I've structured this, I've formatted this, and I've even gotten them to actually write another section around 50 recipes. As you can see, this wasn't actually included previously. If I just go 20, or actually 50, not 20, 50 raw food diet recipes for dogs, because we're talking all about, raw food diets and, how you can get started with raw food diet for dogs. So it only makes sense to have some recipes included in the book as well. So again, all those recipes were actually created by ChatGPT, and I just copied and pasted everything here, guys. I've got a book with about 43 pages here, as you can see right now. This is awesome, and it's taken me less than an hour to do this, guys. So please, as we're going through this training, make sure that you're doing the exact same thing, and I can guarantee you that you are going to have your ebook ready to go in the next few hours, okay? So you can see we have a whole book done right now. And let me show you guys some of the things that you need to make sure you format. First of all the different headings. So the chapter headings, I've removed all the chapter 1, chapter 2. I just removed all of that and I just formatted the headings. So to do that, you want to just copy and then make sure that you select heading 1, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a table of content, and you want to make sure that the table of content is actually picking up all those headings that we have created. Okay, so for every chapter, make sure that the headings are actually heading 1, and I recommend that you use the font Calibri, okay, and 20 to actually emphasize on those headings. Okay, so now we have everything kind of written out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that all those arrows, as you can see, right? So to do that, I'm going to go to Tools, Spelling and Grammar. We're going to do a spelling and grammar check, right? And then it's going to go ahead and actually check all those spelling, let's go accept, utilization, optimize. We're just going to accept the recommendations there, guys. Okay. Want to make it as free from spelling errors as possible. Again, you're using a robot to write this book, so there's bound to be, certain errors as you go along with the book. So make sure that there's no sort of like spelling errors and mistakes, because I mean, that alone can actually turn a lot of readers off, and you may get some negative reviews as well if someone's reading a book that's full of, spelling errors. So now we've gotten our spelling check done. We've gotten all our titles formatted. And in terms of the content of the book, I recommend that you guys, again, use Calibri, but use the font 15. Another beauty about using this font is the fact that because people are reading an ebook, you want to make sure that the font is at least large, because they're going to be reading this in a device. This is not like a physical book. So you want to make sure that your ebook fonts are actually big, they're large enough for people to read, but not like super, super large again. Okay, so ebooks work best with larger fonts. A physical book will work well with a smaller font because it is a physical book, right? So I would recommend to Calibri, okay, 15. And then in terms of the spacing, you can see it's more spaced out than it was before. So if we just go over here, and this 3 dots here, and then just go to this arrow here, guys, then select 1.5. If we do single, you can see it's more squashed. It's pretty much what it looked like before. But if we go ahead and we do 1.5, then it's more spaced out, and it just makes it very user-friendly and very readable to your audience as well. So another thing that we want to do is we want to insert the page numbers, okay? So if you go to insert, and then go to page numbers. And then I like to select this format here because it's going to be at the bottom left of the page. Okay, so if I just select that option there, you can see right now we have our page numbers embedded. So what we're going to do now is we're going to insert a table of content. This is really important when writing any ebooks. Okay, so if you go to insert, and then you can see at the bottom there, we have table of content. So I'm going to go with the one that says links. Okay, so just click on links. And there we go. We have a table of content inserted right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, again, format that because that doesn't look very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and format it. So if we just go, sorry, if we just copy all this, and then again, we want to maintain that consistency with the fonts. Go to Calibrate, we'll change that to 15. And then we're going to space that to 1.5. Awesome. And then one other thing I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the underline. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and change that to black. Let's find where the colors. I'm going to change that to black. Okay, awesome. So now we have our table of content ready to go. So this means if anyone is reading your book and they click on any of these parts, it's going to take them straight to the section. And it just makes it very easy for your users to read through the book effectively, okay?